All right, I know we talk to you like all the time, but I blamed Dan this morning. He told me to keep it consistent with you because I was not going to pull you.
I am consistent. Like,
Yeah.
I am superstitious,
Yeah, so we'll
so
keep it consistent at
we'll go with
home.
it. Yeah.
Yes, if it continues to work. So what I guess has been working really well for you so far in the crease?
Well, being able to go to practices and we're getting a feel for each other and getting chemistry going is really big, and getting to know each other. So over these few months, I think we've really meshed. But for myself, I think the success is just kind of taking my not foot off the gas, but not worrying so much about the game itself, but playing more with my heart and my mind and my soul, and just playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, having fun out there, and showing up to the arena and enjoying it. So not overthinking it, not overdoing it, but playing with my heart is what's working for myself.
You mentioned something there, just playing a little more relaxed. And when I talked with Ryan Smith last week, he said the same thing. This team just does seem more relaxed, like they're having more fun this year. Does it make it easier to play whenever it's just kind of casual and carefree?
Absolutely, it does. I'm not going to jump the gun too early. I know it's only our third game we've played, but in the past, seeing teams that have meshed, and it's just something that if you have it, you have it, and you can't really say where it came from or what it is. But when you're having fun and everyone's on the same page and everyone's there and it's like a family, it's a lot different, and that's probably the biggest thing to build off. And I think that's the recipe for success, is just being relaxed, enjoying the game, and enjoying those who are around you. And I think that's what is paying off for us.
You also mentioned how it's still too early to say some things in the season. Well, you guys faced the same break last year after a pretty hot start. So what was different about the break this year as opposed to maybe last?
I think that picking up where we left off is what we're trying to do. I'm not going to say anything that is too different. We had the time off. We still got our practices in, and everyone's going to hold themselves accountable, which is huge, right? So I know Hazen always says it's what you do away and when no one's watching, and that's what is a huge factor, especially in this league, is what you're doing when no one's watching.
How do you go into tonight's game against Panther City?
We're just worrying about the Knighthawks, and that's been, I think, what we've done off the first game, is worrying about what we're doing and let others worry about us. Not in an ignorant way or anything like that, but just worrying what we're doing and what our plays are, and what we can control. So we're not going to go and look down the other end and watch what they're doing. We're just going to play our Nighthawk lacrosse.
Rylan Reese comes back against Albany. How big of an addition back to that defense was he?
Oh, he's huge. Rylan's a man. He's a guy that we all look to. I know he's still young in his career, just like most of us. But Rylan's, the minute he stepped on this team, he's been someone we've looked to, and that was no secret. So having him on the back end is massive, and he elevates us. He pushes us. I know he expects a lot of us, and looking at him like a captain on this team.
You kind of alluded to it there. Leadership comes at the youth and the older ends. It feels like there's just two ends to this team. It's top or bottom heavy. What does that do for the chemistry, having a lot of younger guys and a couple of older guys in the league?
So it's been in the works. Obviously, we have some guys that are veterans, but they still work harder than us, or just as hard on the floor at practice, and they push us, and they still have it there. So when they're out on practice, they're showing us what it takes to be an overall champion, right? Those guys that are leaders, they've won something that's great, in whether it's senior or pro. So those guys know what it takes, and then in the youth end, we're just we got to be a sponge, and we got to listen to what they're saying, and we got to put that to practice, right? And just do what they're doing, and both ends just work together, and we've meshed, like I've said, and we're having fun, and I think that's just a chemistry that we're having.
And one of the things that differentiates you from other goalies in the NLL is just the acrobatics of how you play. Was that more of a taught thing, or is it just that when you're in the crease, your brain is just going like that?
I think again, going back to playing with my heart and playing the game, I think it was something I was born with, but also at the same time, growing up in my hometown, a lot of coaches just kind of accepted it. They just off the start, they taught me to play, I guess the basic way and the way it was always played, but I just never really did stop throwing myself around out there, and so instead of changing myself, we just accepted it, and it actually allowed me to play the way I want to play, And so huge success for the way I'm playing today comes from the coaches that I had and allowed me to play and didn't try and shape me into something else.
You had that one outlet pass during practice today where you hit the other glass. Just the strength from that was pretty impressive to watch. You're going to get some more outlet pass assists, hopefully, as the season progresses?
I just got to get them on. That's what we're all worried about, is just getting them on, and hopefully I can get them on.
When you look at this Panther City offense and you're watching tape on it, what are the things that they do well that you really got to be mindful of tonight?
So, they're going to shoot. Some guys are going to shoot at any time. But I don't digest that too much and think about it. When I go back to the hotel or I'm away from this arena, I'm just going to play my game. Again, like the Knighthawks across that we're playing, I'm just going to worry about myself. And wherever they're shooting from, I'm going to be ready for it. And I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to play my game. And we know that they have some powerful shooters, and you obviously have to respect them. But again, just going to know that we have faith in our defense, so we're going to take them away from those spots and give myself the best opportunity as well as the team the best opportunity. So not thinking about it too much, but respecting it.